All right. Whew. Take these slippers off. I literally don't know if you can see my head. Maybe? Alright. I think that should be it. Alright guys, well first I'm going to clear the energy. Breathe that in. Spirit, I ask you to give us a clear, guided message for those who need to hear it, for a confirmation or a closure. Please allow me to be a clear channel and to get everybody the message that they need. Thank you. Alright, so today this is going to be a pick a card reading. Oh, the sun is setting. Sad. Pick a card reading for a message from a departed loved one. So I have 3 choices here. You guys probably saw the thumbnail. And the first option is under the Opalite crystal. Second option is under the Amethyst crystal. And the third option, did I just say third or second last time? Whatever. Is under the Rose Quartz. So if you guys haven't chosen yet, you can choose now if you guys like a specific stone for some reason. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and get started. All the tarot decks that I'm using will be listed in the description box below, and I'll also be pulling a message at the end of reading each pile from, I honestly don't even know what this deck is called. I go to this spiritual store near my house, and a woman that I used to know there, she actually departed, which is kind of like, it seems like a message to me, and what gave me this idea. And one of her good friends, the other shop owner, told me that she spoke to her, you know, communicating with spirit, and she said that she wanted me to have this deck, so I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to use it. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start with the Opalites. This is 1, 2, and 3. I'm just gonna move these piles out of the way. And they all kind of, when I was pulling a bunch of them, there was just like different amounts of each cards. I tried to keep it relatively equal, but sometimes more messages just want to come out, so I let it. Alright, so starting with the Opalite. Let's see what we have. Okay. So right off the start we have the 6 of Cups down here. So this could be a family member or someone from your past. This looks like could have been distant past. Like maybe, I'm getting like high school. I don't know why, that just like popped in my head. Well, there is a Page of Wands here, so this could be like a younger energy. And then the King of Pentacles is reversed, so potentially someone who maybe was just kind of like unstable. I mean, when we're young and stuff, I think that's kind of a little bit of a given. Just like someone who seemed to be like fighting inner battles, always kind of in an upheaval state. This could potentially be a family member, because there is like the Celebrate Differences card. Also, I love this deck, it's just like beautiful. I don't really know if that's going to focus, but celebrating differences here is like maybe you guys just like didn't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff. this could have been a, like, we also have the be true to your heart card, so it's possible that maybe this was like a breakup, or someone that was like a love interest. I also see a lot of like water. Maybe this was like someone in the military. If you can hear that talking, I'm sorry. I try not to like record things on weekends, but I digress. Yeah, there's also salamanders here, and I don't, when I was in high school, that was like a huge, like, we read Fahrenheit 451, and like salamanders is like, so it always reminds me of like fire. This person could have had like a really like fiery attitude. I'm also getting like maybe like anger. I'm definitely sensing like a male energy, even though there's a female here on both of these cards. I'm being drawn to this like music box. Maybe you guys connected a lot over music. But I am like sensing this really strong like sense of like support and like an unconditional love, but it just like it doesn't feel complete, or maybe like you didn't get enough time together, which like I definitely can relate to the situation. Maybe like, and I'm being drawn to this light now, so this could be, hopefully this message like sheds light on just some of the battles that this person was facing. You could be pretty aware, but they could have also, like, I'm getting this like impression that like, so the Page of Wands is like kind of like a quick like whippersnapper, if you know what I'm saying, like someone who's like really charismatic, pretty driven. I do see this as like a really driven person, but like they just like kind of deflected, or like you didn't see like the darkness that was like hidden underneath the like go, or could be the type of person that like works a lot because they're like hiding like a deeper depression. I'm just sensing like instability here, but like, if you're looking for a message, that I'm getting like they sailed into like smoother waters, and that they feel like at ease now. Okay. So yeah, this could be like a young male energy. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm gonna pull now from this. It's like communicating with the past, like, or not the past, the crossed over deck. I wish I still had this, or just, we'll see. We'll just see what comes out. I'll try to find it. Oh, we got two. Well, here, this, I always like to read the bottom of the deck. I always feel drawn to it, but it says, tears cleanse the soul. So maybe you guys have been like holding in a lot of feelings, and your family member or departed loved one is saying that you need to release that and let it go. I also have, my mind is free, and if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. So yeah, as I said before, like I am stressing like this like in like unstable like stress energy, like always kind of like fighting for something, like a very Martian energy. And I don't know, like if I'd only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. I'm sensing that they would have like paid more attention to those around them, and like I'm sensing also like anxiety, like maybe like an anxiety issue, anxiety disorder. Like I definitely sense the love in this, but maybe this person was just like really selfish, or appeared to be selfish, and that's honestly like more of a product of like their own anxiety and like a disorder more than like a conscious action. And I think they just want you to know that they are at peace now and they're in a better place. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to cards. Card deck. Stack number 2. Move these over here. So then the next one here is the Amethyst. Pretty little crystal. Let's see what messages you guys have. Right off the bat, I am seeing, so we have the High Priestess and the Empress in reverse. I'm getting strongly postpartum depression. Like, the High Priestess to me is a very, like, I mean, it's an intuitive, it's like a lunar energy, like, very motherly. But with the Empress in reverse here, it's kind of like, and I also, okay, so I have the Star in reverse, the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Empress in reverse, the Page of Swords, and then 2 Oracle cards, which is the Big Picture and Make-A-Wish. So, okay, there's a lot that I'm getting. So I'm seeing maybe this could be a mother that wants to come across. I hope you guys can't hear that, but you guys might be able to hear that. I don't know what that is. But I am seeing, like, a mother who, like, maybe didn't know how to raise a kid or just wasn't fit to be a mom, wasn't ready, maybe was, like, young herself. And you could be a young, like, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius with the Page of Swords. Or maybe she was just really, like, I mean, it's not in reverse here, but it could be, like, harsh communication or just, like, immature communication between 2 people. The Star in reverse to me feels like someone was taken too soon, or, like, they didn't get to live out their life. I'm also being drawn to, like, she's holding, like, a piece of paper with, like, maybe she was, like, a writer. Maybe she left you a note. There's, like, a sad vibe here, but I'm also getting, like, with these oracle cards, like the Big Picture and Make-A-Wish, like, someone seeing the silver lining of the situation and is, like, embracing and, like, trying to understand, or has come to terms and is getting closure on, like, what the situation really meant to them. And also, like, if any of you guys, like, there's a dandelion in this, and I'm just, like, it's, like, planting seeds. If you guys have, like, memories of, like, blowing, like, those I know I used to do this, like, blowing dandelions when you were a kid. And maybe this is, like, fostered, like, this feeling in you that's made you want to, like, when you have kids, like, do things differently. I'm seeing, like, a strong desire to want to create something, whether it is children or, like, a creative, and, like, investing in something creative, and that's going to be really fruitful, and that this person is really supporting your, like, you partaking in whatever venture that is. Could be a Taurus. Someone who's, like, Venusian ruled, like, could your mom, like, if it's a mother, like, I am sensing female, it could be, like, a very beautiful woman. Someone who just, like, again, like, I am saying, like, so, like, the postpartum depression, like, the depths of, like, the way they felt, and they just, like, want you to, like, that they were, like, they did feel very deeply, and that they just want you to know that, like, wasn't a reflection of, like, you, and that it was, like, they were battling their own demons here. Like, if you see here, like, this card, so this is the High Priestess card in this deck, and it is like a reflection of a woman like looking at herself and just like wondering, and like I'm getting like the sense of just like wondering what it's like to like just like not be alive, as much as that like sounds sad. And like the moon literally is like a woman like looking down on her. There's like 3 women here. It feels like there's just like a heaviness, like a burden, like feeling like too much is happening at one time. But I think the message here is just to know that like they definitely don't want you to think that you can't have like a beautiful family or have children because like of the way you were raised, and if anything that they do like don't want you to feel guilty about like that being the fire that is lit under your ass to like make your life better for your children. Also like not to lose hope. Maybe like depression runs in this family. Yeah, I'm seeing like cyclical. It could be cyclical. Like it comes and goes. Like just know that there is help out there for you also. So I'm gonna go ahead and also, I'm sorry, I have so much Gemini in me. I like don't shuffle consistently like all the time. I like to switch it up, but I'll try to get, like, I definitely always pick it like this, but can I get a message for whoever picked cards number 2? Oh, there we go. I will always point you in the right direction, and I send you loving signs through nature. So yeah, as I was saying, like about like the dandelions and stuff like that, maybe flowers, you're really connected to flowers. And they just want you to know that they are very connected to nature and how you view nature and how they're always with you. This definitely could be one of your spirit guides or someone who was very close to you and is still close to you now and has a very strong hand in sending you messages, whether that's through like dreams or through just like synchronicities. But you always, I'm sure that whoever picked cards number 2, like you feel this person around, and that this is how it was supposed to be. Seems like very fated, but they just want you to know that you can manifest whatever you want into reality, and that they're always supporting you no matter what your decision is. Alright. Let's move on to group number 3. Alright. Sorry about that. My camera ran out of space. So after deleting a whole bunch of shit, I can resume this. I also rewatched parts of the video, and I'm sorry for how much I say like. But I'm also like not sorry if you don't like it. It's not going to stop. Anyway, so this is for the group who chose number 3. So this is the rose quartz crystal. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So first off, so we have the Page of Cups, the Hierophant, the 10 of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and then the Oracle cards. So right off the bat, I'm pretty sure I just said right off the bat, I'm sorry. I'm getting a child, or a child's coming through, that, and this is like hard, and I'm sorry, but I do have to say, because it's possible this is a miscarriage, or just a young child or baby who didn't get to live the life that they deserved. I have like the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is like letting go of like a stressful situation or a burden, and this, if it is a miscarriage, it could be that you feel responsible for it. I have, because the Hierophant is like the reason why I'm coming up with miscarriage is like the Hierophant is a marriage, Page of Cups is usually a young child. Like Page of Cups is like the youngest of the pages to me for some reason, and I think it's just because they are like so full, like they're just like emotion, and like that just reminds me so much of a baby. They're so pure. I know a lot of people think it's like immature, but the Page of Cups specifically, this feels so innocent. And with the Fool reverse, it's like they never got to leap in, they never got to jump in, they never got the opportunity to like fully blossom. As I'm saying that, I'm looking at this like half blossom flower in this oracle card here. I'm going to take a glance over here, and right off the bat we have breakthrough, assurance, and you are worth it. So the message I'm getting from this energy is kind of like soothing what feels like a guilt of like that you might be responsible for maybe the passing of this person, and how to get a breakthrough. You need to like, or how to break through that energy is kind of letting it go and like rest assured that you do deserve happiness and that you didn't have anything to do with the parting of this person or potentially this child, and that you did the best that you could. There are butterflies here. I'm not sure if you feel very connected to butterflies. Maybe like you feel their energy, like this person's energy most when you see butterflies. I also am really drawn to this like red in the Hierophant. I don't know if that's like symbolic. Maybe their favorite color was red. I'm also hearing the name Susie. So if that applies to someone, this is probably a message for you. Susie, Susan, Susanna. I am getting the sense, so there are candles. There's 7 candles, to be specific. So maybe they were 7, a young child, just like on the brink of like starting like, you know, their life, and it feels so like you feel at a loss with this situation, like you're still trying to cope with it, you don't know how to get over it. And I think that the message here is just to know that it's not your fault. That keeps coming in my head, like it's not your fault. You did the best you could. Like, this was meant for your growth. I'm getting that, like, there's a big tree on this card. Big, big, big tree. And I'm seeing that this was meant for your growth as a person in your spiritual path. And that getting over that feeling, like, of self-worth that took a blow, or your ego that, like, or just, you know, your heart, because Leo is your heart. So, like, your heart being hurt, just breaking through that barrier is like knowing that you deserve love and happiness, and that just because like, plus like the 10 of Wands reverse is like letting go of a burden. So maybe this person was sick, and like the main hang up here is that they just didn't get a chance, and just know that it's supposed to be this way. And I know that that's really hard to hear, and oftentimes, like, I mean, I can say that too, and it doesn't mean that much, I guess, but for what it's worth is it's part of fate. It was fated, is what I'm getting. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this message. Also, I totally relate to you people who have had a miscarriage. I personally had one, and it's devastating. It's devastating to the couple. It's devastating to your body physically. It's devastating to your soul. Also, just on a side note, like, related to that situation and when it happened to me, I did a lot of research into it, like, what the spirituality of it all is. And sometimes they just say that it's like a soul contractor. Okay, I'm literally so done with this camera. Anyway, so I have to make this quick. Anyway, if you guys would like to hear more about the situation, leave me a comment down below. I'll definitely make a video about it. But let's get to the message here. Yes. I don't know why I felt the need to keep shuffling. But it says, we're so connected. And this is reminding me of like a womb. And I'm getting if you do get pregnant again, that you will probably get the same soul, because it says we are soulmates. That is actually what I was going to talk about, was the agreement that we have with the souls before they incarnate, and sometimes we're just not ready, or they're not ready, and that is oftentimes what they say in miscarriages. That information helped me a lot when I was going through it. But yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll leave all my information down below if you guys would like to see another video, and then stay tuned for what else I got going on. Alright, have a good day, guys.